Moses assembled the whole community of Israelites and said, "These are the things Yahweh has ordered to be done. Work must be done for 6 days, but the seventh must be a holy day for you, a day of complete rest in honor of Yahweh. Anyone who does any work on that day will be put to death. You will not light a fire on the Sabbath day in any of your homes." Moses spoke to the whole community of Israelites. This, he said, is what Yahweh has ordered. Set aside a contribution for Yahweh out of your possessions. Everyone whose heart prompts him to do so should bring a contribution for Yahweh: gold, silver, and bronze. Materials dyed: violet, purple, red, purple, and crimson. Finely woven linen, goat's hair, ram's skins dyed red, fine leather, acacia wood, oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and for the fragrant incense, communion and other stones to be set in ephod and breastplate. And all those of you who have the skill must come and make everything that Yahweh has ordered: the dwelling, its tents, and its covering, its clasps and its frames, its crossbars, its pillars, and its sockets, the ark, its shafts and all its accessories, the mercy seat and the screening curtain, the table with shafts and all its accessories, and the loaves of permanent offering, the lampstand for the light, its accessories, its lamps, and the oil for the light, the altar, incense and its shafts, the anointing oil, the fragrance incense, and the screen for the entrance of the tent, the altar of burnt offerings and its bronze grating, its shafts and all its accessories, the basin and its stand, the curtain for the court, its poles, its sockets, and the screen for the entrance to the court, the pegs for the dwelling and the pegs for the court and their cords, the liturgical vestments for service in the sanctuary, the sacred vestments for Aaron the priest, and the vestments for his sons for their priestly functions. The whole community of Israelites then withdrew from Moses' presence, and all those whose heart stirred them and all those whose spirit prompted them brought a contribution for Yahweh, for the work on the tent of meeting, for its general service, and for the sacred vestments. Men and women that came, all of those whose heart prompted them, bringing brooches, rings, bracelets, necklaces, golden objects of every kind, all those who had vowed gold to Yahweh, while all those who happened to own violet, purple, red, purple, or crimson materials, finely woven linen, goat's hair, ram skins dyed red, or fine leather brought that. All those offering a contribution of silver or bronze brought their contribution for Yahweh. And all who happened to own acacia wood suitable for any of the work to be done brought that. All the skilled women set their hands to spinning and brought what they had spun: violet, purple, red, purple, or crimson materials and fine linen. While all those women whose heart stirred them by virtue of their skill spun goat's hair. The leaders brought chameleons and other stones to be set in ephod and breastplate, and the spices and the oil for the light, for the anointing oil, and for the fragrant incense. All those Israelites, men and women, whose heart prompted them to contribute to the entire work that Yahweh had ordered through Moses to be done, brought a contribution to Yahweh. Moses then said to the Israelites, "Look, Yahweh singled out Bezalel, son of Uriah, son of Ur, of the tribe of Judah, and has filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom, knowledge, and skill, in every kind of craft, in designing and carrying out work in gold and silver and bronze, in cutting stones to be set, in wood carving, and executing every kind of work. And on him and on Oholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, he has bestowed the gift of teaching, and filled them with the skill to carry out every kind of work, that of the engraver, that of the embroiderer, that of the needleworker in violet, purple, red, purple, and crimson materials and fine linen, that of the weaver, and indeed that of every kind of craftsman and designer."